Hello and welcome back. In this episode, we are going to talk about making a better house. You see, look at that. I took the roof off in preparation for this, and I said, you know what? I should wait until I've got everyone here before I show them what I'm going to do. So, we have this house, right? And as we've discussed, it is not attractive, right? And we want a better house. And this, I'll show you what these are in a second. This is the form and function thing I was talking about earlier, right? So we talk about form versus function. Form, how nice something looks. Function, how well it works. Right now, we have a lot of good function right here. This is a very functional house. It keeps monsters out. We can sleep in there. It's got a place to store our stuff. Very functional. The form, however, is not good. It is, let's be honest, it is ugly, right? So we want to improve the form while retaining the current level of function. Great, easy, we can do that. So we're going to work on that today, and we're going to gather some materials we're going to need, and we're going to do it. We're going to make a better house. So I got some more stone out of there, and I've been harvesting wheat, as I do, and oh look, here's some eggs. Look at that egg out of the water. I'll want that later. Hello, Mr. Chicken. So I've been doing all that. There's one more thing I need to get. I want to get some ink. And you say, ink? What do you need ink for? Well, I'll show you. Okay, so there's a squid, right? There he is in the water. They look scary sometimes. They have a big mouth, but these squid don't actually do anything. So I'm just going to go in here. Hey, man, what's up? I'm going to get him. There we go. Now remember, hit the space bar to jump, or the jump button, rather, to swim. So I got him, and I think... there it is. Yep, he dropped some ink. Good. Okay, so we'll want that ink. Now that we have that, I've already gathered most of the things I'm going to need. So I'll show you what I have done over here with this wood. So I went and got a bunch of different types of wood. This is jungle wood. We'll talk about that later. And as you can see, each type of wood makes a different color of plank, right? Jungle wood I found in a jungle way over that way. Can't really see it from here, but I'll show it to you some other episode. In any case, jungle wood makes this color, and these are oak. Those are the apple trees, oak. And birch wood makes these. There's another type of wood called spruce, which I could not find any of here, but it's a much darker wood. So if you want a darker wood, you'll have to go searching for spruce trees. You'll know that when you see them. They're dark, they're very tall, they have only a few leaves. So in any case, this is great. I want this color for this, so I gathered a bunch of birch wood, so I'll make a bunch of planks later, because this is the type of wood I want to use for building today. So just wanted to demonstrate to you how this works. Okay, so now that we have that, the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to take this axe, and we're going to tear down this house. We don't need this house anymore. We're just going to tear it down.
Though you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end, 'cause you've been a good friend.
So there we go. Took down the entire house, and remember, this floats in space, and you're saying to yourself, well, wait, where are we going to live? Well, right here, right? Because really, we only had these walls because they were there. We didn't actually need them. We have a bed, we have these walls. Sure, if it rains, we're going to get rained on, but that's okay in Minecraft. So we have all of that. That's good. We want to make some other things too. So let's go over here. We have all this cobblestone, and cobblestone's great. We built, this whole wall out of cobblestone, and that's cool. But we want something a little different, right? So we're gonna go here. We have a bunch of coal in there still, and here's something interesting you can do. You can take cobblestone, and you can put it in the furnace. All right, and it's gonna go for a while. What it's gonna do, it's gonna make smooth stone, like you see in caves. Here, let's show you. See this? Here we go. Let's take this. Boom. Put that there. See, it makes stone like that. So that's cool. All right, great. We've done that. Victory. Now you're saying, why do you want that? Well, we're going to show you in a minute. And actually, this is going to be way too slow. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple more furnaces. All right, let's make 2 more. Just like this. All right, remember, it's like making a chest, but out of cobblestone. All right, so we take those. Don't need that wheat anymore. We're going to put this here. 1, 2. Now we have 3 of these. We're going to take a bunch of this coal. going to go here and take some of that coal and go here and take some of that coal. And now we're going to set this to cook. And now we have 3 of these cooking. So that's going to be good. Now why are we cooking these? Well, I'll show you. You take 4 of these. All right. And use a crafting table or just your own crafting inventory because you only need 4. So you have 4 smooth stone. You put these here. Oh, look at that. You get 4 stone bricks. Now stone bricks, whoa, look at that. That looks much cooler than cobblestone, so we're gonna want a lot of those. So I'm gonna make a bunch of those, and we're gonna use those to build probably our walls. And I think we'll use the birch wood to build our floors, and so that's gonna be cool. So that's all great, right? So you go, oh cool, you have bricks and you have wood. Surely there must be something else you can do. Well, in fact there is. So let's talk about wool. Now, you see I made a bunch more sheep over here, and you've probably noticed if you've been playing around with it that you can, ow, okay, that you can build with wool, right? Oh look, here's wool. So that's fun, but you're saying, why? Why would I build with wool? It's what? Maybe you like it. Maybe you're like, oh, that's fun. Well, if you like building with wool, then I have good news for you. All right, look at all these sheep here. I made this fence bigger and I messed up, and so all my sheep got out. I had to go get them all back, and it was fun. In any case, so here we are. All right, we want to make dyes now. All right, so these flowers, they have a purpose. There's a rose, it becomes 2 red dye. All right, and this dandelion, this becomes 2 yellow dye. Well, that's interesting. Well, what's that for? We'll take a piece of wool like this, and you take a piece of red dye. Look at that, red wool. And now you have red wool. Ooh, that's nice. Well, that's cool. Now you can build with those. You can do the same thing with yellow dye and make yellow wool, right? You can also add them like you might expect. You can take some yellow dye and some orange dye, some red dye, and it becomes orange dye. That's cool. Now you can have orange wool as well. And even with the ink sac here, with ink sac you can also make black wool. Okay, so that's cool. Now we have all those things. And so you're saying, wow, that's great, but I need a lot of flowers to do that, right? I need a lot of red flowers and a lot of yellow flowers, and that's going to take a lot of time. Well, good news. There is something else we can do, and I forgot to get my shears, so I'll be right back. I did not forget to get my shears. I had them here the entire time. I need some steak because I'm getting hungry. So here we have the shears, and we have a bunch of sheep here. So here's what we're going to do, all right? Okay, we're going to take, I need some more red dye, so let's make that right there. Now red's my favorite color, so we're going to want the most of that. So I take this red dye. Look at that, I can dye these sheep. See that? Now they're both red. So if I do this, they give me a lot more red dye than I would get normally. And when they regrow their wool, it's going to be red. Alright, so let's see, what else do I want? Say I want some black wool, but not too much. So I'm just going to use this one there. Now I get some black wool from him. And let's say I want, oh, I don't know. Let's say I want some yellow. I already have that. So I look at this and I'm like, okay, let's get this guy. I'm like, okay, now he's yellow. I don't really like the yellow wool that much, right? I'm like, it's okay. I have all this orange dye, but let's show you another trick. Okay, so I've got a red sheep and I have a yellow sheep, and I'm gonna add the red sheep and the yellow sheep. All right, so let's see what happens there. Boom! They made an orange sheep. Look at that. So when he grows up, I'll be able to take his wool too. So that works all over the place, right? If you have a black sheep and a white sheep, you can mix them and you get gray sheep. And there's all sorts of things out there you can experiment with to make more different types of dyes. So you should play with that and see what you want to do. But in the meantime, so I have these two are probably red, and this is an orange, it's a yellow. So I'm fine with this now, and I'll come back and grab a lot more wool throughout the episode, and just get what I need. I'm taking this now. Hello. Hi. There we are. Get some more of that. I'm gonna leave the yellow. I don't really like the yellow. I just used it for purposes of demonstration. So let's very quickly go take a little nap. Okay, so let's see. This is all cooking along quite well. That's nice. So we have the bricks coming along. I've got the wood right here, so I can make a lot more wood, and that'll be nice. Don't want to use those. This is oak. I want to use the birch because I think that's nicer. And while we're doing this, we should talk about getting more wood, right? So you can always go up in the hills and look for birch trees and chop those down, and oak trees and chop those down. But what I like to do is take these saplings, right, that I found from chopping down those trees. I like to pick a place closer to my house. Like I flattened this out a little bit here. Gonna, you know, take that down. All right, mow that a bit. And what I do is I take a birch sapling and I put it, say, there. I put a torch next to it so it keeps growing at night. And I'll put an oak sapling here, and I do the same thing. And the reason why I put these torches here is so when I chop this down after it grows, I remember exactly where I wanted to put the tree. Right? Also, it helps them, you know, grow at night. Now, important things, trees have to have room to grow. You can grow trees in Minecraft underground as long as the ceiling is high enough. So, in the meantime, I'm just going to grow these out here. And when this grows into a full tree, I'll chop it down. It'll give me a couple more saplings, and I'll plant those around here. And eventually I'll have a nice little tree farm for birch and for oak. And someday when I find spruce, I'll grab a sapling and bring it back and have some spruce trees here as well. So, alright, we have sheep. That's nice. They're going to make wool for us. I'm going to grab some more red wool because they regrow it. See, they regrow wool pretty quickly. So you can get the wool you want pretty quickly. If you make a couple sheep of the same color, sorry, a couple sheep of the same color, then you can get the wool you need. Alright, so we have wool, we have stone cooking into bricks, we have trees ready to grow more. I already have a bunch of wood. Now what do I need that still remains to get? Well, I'm going to need sand. What? You say, why do you need sand? Well, you're like, oh, you're going to build with sand? No, I'm not going to build with sand. Although you could, if you want to. You could. That's totally a valid choice. Let me show you real quick. Sand is dug with shovels. I have two almost broken shovels. I mix them together. I get a slightly better shovel. So that's nice. So I'm going to go over to the shore. I'm just going to find a bunch of sand. I'm going to dig all this up. Okay, so now I have a bunch of sand. Now, a couple things I can do with sand. I can take 4 sand, like this, and I can make a piece of sandstone. That's cool, right? Sandstone looks like that. That's cool. You can build with that. Looks a little better than sand, I think. But I don't want that right now. That's not the reason I got sand. The reason I got sand, let's see, this is almost done. You know what? As soon as that cooks right there, I'm just gonna grab that. Okay. Take this and where's my sand? Oh, there it is. Put all my sand in there. I'm gonna let that cook. Now, what do you think that's going to become? Well, you're going to cook this sand, and it's going to become glass. That's cool. Oh, now I can make windows. So you're thinking to yourself, yes, exactly. It's exactly why I made that. So we're going to have windows. All right, let's take stock here. So we have a bunch of smooth stone, which we can turn into bricks. We have some sand cooking, so we can turn that into glass. We have this here. We have the birch wood, and I've got a bunch in my inventory, so I can make more birch wood. I've got some wool. Alright, so I've got a lot of good stuff. Alright, so first thing we're going to do then, we're just going to make some more birch wood. Alright, so there's the birch wood. So we're going to take that and put that somewhere in our inventory so it's easy to use it. And here's the plan I'm thinking. Alright, what we currently have here, that's going to be our basement. So eventually I'm going to want to dig out most of this dirt so it's flat and level with that area. But for now, we're gonna start putting in the birch floor. Oh, that's nice. Now, you can see I've almost run out of wood. I don't actually have enough, so I'm going to need to go and grab some more. So I'll take a little break and I'll get that. But first, let's take a look at this. You're saying, oh man, this is, I don't know, it's pretty close here. What are you going to do? Well, I'm going to, just, pretty quickly, I'm going to take these things here. I'm just going to move them upstairs. I'll take an axe here. So I'm going to take these things. I'll move them upstairs for now. Put them off in the corner so I can still use them. But they just won't, they won't be in the way of what I'm doing. Okay, put this right there. Alright, I'm going to go get some more wood, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went out and I got a bunch more of this birch wood. I'm going to turn it into planks now. There we go. That should be plenty. Let me put this up there. All right, so I'm going to finish out this floor now. Now look at this. I've come to this point here where this chest is going to be in the way, right? And my inventory is basically full and the chest is pretty full. And so I can't transfer everything. So here's a trick I'm going to show you. All right, you take this chest here. Look at that stuff. It all just falls out. So eventually that stuff will go away. So we want to be pretty quick. We're going to take the chest, which I didn't get, which is down there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can get that. We're gonna see if we can ditch some other things like all this dirt. No, we want that. Oh man, this is gonna. Sorry, kids, this was not the best idea. Let's see, what else can we get rid of? Get rid of that. Get rid of these flowers. Don't need those anymore. Get rid of these seeds. I have plenty of those. I already have a bunch of ink. This grass, don't need that. Gunpowder, that comes into effect. There we go. Okay, so I found the chest. Put that there. So we're gonna take this one, open the chest, transfer everything we're not currently using right into the chest. There we are. Just get rid of most of that stuff. Put the iron in there. All right, and then we're gonna grab the rest of it. All those other things. Switch all that stuff back to the other chest. Let's see. Well, it's pretty much out of room. All right, we're gonna build another chest while we're here instead of trying to, you know, cautiously grab everything. In fact, this is the way I should have done it in the first place. So let that be a lesson to you. Okay, put this here, and look, it makes a double wide chest. That's pretty cool. Now, when you have a double wide chest, you can't put a chest here. You have to put it here and here, right? Because you can't make 3 long, so you have to put it a space away. All right, so now that we have all that taken care of, do we want to put our extra stuff in there? Yeah, a bunch of extra stuff. Still stuff I don't really need right now. All right. Yeah, that's fine. Don't even need that. Put in plenty of dirt. All right. One more chest. I know we're using a birch wood for this, but I think I have plenty of it now. Put that. See, I can't put it there. It's got to go there. Okay, so now we've made the floor, and that's great. You're like, hey man, there's your furnaces are down there. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna get down there? Well, you notice I left the torches down there. That's so monsters won't spawn in my basement, right? But still, I wanna get back down there and get the rest of my furnaces. So let's see where I put that shovel. So let's show you something else cool you can do with wood. All right. So take the wood. I'm gonna arrange it in this pattern. Look at that. It's gonna make stairs. See how it looks like a stairway? And that should be plenty of stairs. I'm going to get just another set of those because I want to make a double wide staircase. Okay, so I have this and I want to decide where do my stairs want to go. Well, this seems good so far, right? Well, we already have kind of a natural stairway here. So let's make this double wide. We're going to cut away some of this. If we can get under there. Let's see. So we're going to take these stairs. Now, stairs change orientation depending on how you place them. So you always want to place them like that. There you go. So remember, if I do this, now they're that way. I don't want that. So chop those up. Boom. All right, I'm going to take this down. Put the stairway here and here. Whoops! Look at that. See, it's upside down. So I didn't do it right. I'm going to dig away some dirt so I can get down there. That's better. Just, take all this out. I'm going to make this a proper basement later, but for now I just want to be able to get to these things. So, alright. Take all those. One more set of stairs there, one there, and I take this off. make sure you have enough room for your head to go up there. Okay, so boom, look at that. Staircase, staircase. Great. Let's take a look what's in here. Good, the glass is done. We take the coal. Let's see, I'm going to take stone, and I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to grab a pick, and I'm going to bring all these things upstairs. Okay, so we're doing pretty well so far. We have a staircase going down into our basement, which we'll make into a better basement later. We have a floor. That's nice. So we're going to want to make some walls, and you kind of want to think about where do you want your walls to be, right? I'm thinking I'm going to have this ladder come up here, little pathway. I'll probably put a door right here. Okay, so that's good to know. So let's just let's make some more bricks real quick here, and there we are. Let's put this here, and we're going to mark that for the doorway, so we know we want the doorway to be there. And eventually we'll have to move these chests again. You know what? No, we're not going to. I'm going to take this pick. I'm going to change this whole thing right now. I've decided I want the walls to be along this area. So we're going to take this and we're going to put this right there. That's where the door will be. The wall will go all the way along there and all the way around. And I'm probably going to need a lot more stone at some point. So, well, we will deal with that when the time comes. Okay, so there's our first layer. That took almost an entire stack, right? We had 64, now we have 9, so we had 55 stone to go around there. And so we're going to need another 55 to go all the way around. Now luckily, I have this right here, another stack of stone. Let's take that. There we go, 9 and 64. So that should be plenty to go around. It's getting dark, and skeletons might shoot at me from down there, so let's just take a quick nap, as we have become accustomed to doing. There we are. You can see my my trees. My trees grew, so that's nice. And I found some more saplings while I was gone, so I'm going to plant those later, so I have a little more to work with. All right, so this has really come along. Nice solid wooden floor here. All right, and we're going to do one more layer. Now, it occurs to me, I have done something kind of silly. I forgot to leave any space for windows, right? I'm going to want windows at this height. So, let's see, I put a window there, let's say, and maybe a window here, another one here. I like to have slightly bigger windows, so I'm going to make sure to leave this here, take that out. Okay, so now we've left room for some windows. We have that door opposite there. Oh, check this out. We're going to make another door right here. We're going to have a back door, so we can, go out into this area, right? So that'll be fun. Okay, so now what do? Well, we take a look at the glass we have. Where did I put that? Ah, it's in my inventory. There we go. So we take the glass over to a crafting table, and we take it and we're going to build like a fence out of it, like that. And look at that. You get 16 glass panes out of 6 pieces of glass. So that's pretty good. That should actually probably be plenty. So we're going to take these here and these. I'm going to move this over here so it's easier to switch between them. All right. And so what we want to do next is build up the frame of the windows just a bit more. All right. And I'll build this corner while I'm here. And let's actually let's build up the entire frame as we go. And because we're here for the door, we're just going to put that piece over it right now. There we are. Okay, so look at that. It's really coming along. We have a nice little house here. My houses aren't particularly fancy, but this already looks significantly better than it did before, right? I mean, before it just looked stupid. Now it looks pretty good. All right, pretty fashionable. All right, so we have that, and we're gonna start putting window panes in. So window panes work like this. See, that doesn't look good, but when you connect them like that, now we have windows. So let's go around and put all those windows in, and we like that because it'll light come in, and it'll be cool. It'll look nice at night from a distance. We'll definitely be able to see our house from a distance, so that'll look really nice. I need more glass. Let me go over here.